Triumph are going to take over Royal Enfield's market. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, Triumph motorcycles, well, are they going to be taking over the stronghold that Royal Enfield kind of occupy? Now, the reason why I say this is that Triumph are about to bring out a new version of their Scrambler. Royal Enfield have just brought out their 450 Himalayan, of course. They're looking to bring out this other 450 and other bikes in the same kind of CC range. We already know, of course, that Harley-Davidson have brought out their X440 alongside Hero in India. And they're looking to bring out more bikes as well with similar kind of engine sizes. So this was always, from Harley-Davidson, but especially from Triumph, and always an attack on Royal Enfield in their homeland, in their domestic marketplace, and also especially around the world as well, where Royal Enfield have a lot of success. It's to say, we want a piece of that pie, and also we want to dominate that area. We want to take over. And it's almost like this war between manufacturers in this kind of CC range, this 400 to 500 CC range, was always going to happen. Now it seems that they're kind of producing similar kinds of bikes as well. We've got the Triumph with their 400s, of course, and the Scrambler. Now this new version that they're going to bring out as well. And this is going to be the Scrambler 400 Tramontana. It's very similar to what Royal Enfield are going to be bringing out with their new 450 that's supposed to come out this summer as well. And that's the Guerrilla 450 or the Gorilla 450. It depends on which way you want to pronounce that. That's supposed to be coming out later this summer as well. But there's lots of traits between both bikes that kind of very similar. There's a little bit of off-road tendencies, obviously Scrambler tendency as well. There's lots of similarities here. And these two bikes have been spotted out and about being tested as well. Now I'm totally discarding the other competition from other manufacturers as well, namely Harley-Davidson, but also those manufacturers within India and also other manufacturers from around the world who are also producing bikes in this kind of 400, 500cc range. And similar kind of styles. We can't discount what's coming from China as well. But in terms of between the two manufacturers, Triumph and Royal Enfield, there does seem to be a lot of similarity in these bikes, and also it's almost like they're on a head-on collision to start fighting for market share. Who's going to win? Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to take over? Well, Triumph have already had a lot of success in India. They've shifted loads and loads of bikes as well. But they were very canny when I was talking about they need to bring these bikes to Europe and the rest of the world, and Harley-Davidson needs to do the same with their X440. Well, Triumph leapt onto that. Not necessarily that they listened to me. Maybe this was the plan all the time. But they leapt onto that and said, no, we're going to release these elsewhere. And they did, and they're selling very well around the world as well. So not only have they taken a big chunk of the Indian market, they've also taken a big chunk around the world. Royal Enfield, of course, are still doing very well in their domestic market, but also around the world as well. So it's almost like they're both pushing this CC range. They're both coming up with similar kinds of bikes or variations of these bikes as well. They're on a head-on collision to say, well, who's going to come out on top? I've got a feeling that Triumph have gone in with a purpose, and they're just going to keep on pushing that boundary. They're going to keep on pushing this fight to push Royal Enfield out of the market, or to certainly diminish their hold in the market, and to take over as well. Now, where Triumph will fail and Royal Enfield will succeed is going to be largely on price. It really depends if Royal Enfield can respond with this and come in at a lower price point for future bikes, or whether Triumph can match that, or even come in a little bit lower themselves. But we'll find that in due course, of course. But this is where I see the battleground here. In this CC range, where these two manufacturers are really going at loggerheads to see who's going to come out on top. Now, if we bring in, as was the original kind of vision here, or the original threat, if we bring in Harley-Davidson into the mix, and if they bring out new bikes and new versions, which they're supposed to be this year, especially in India, then we're really going to see over the next year what's going to happen to Royal Enfield. Are they going to be able to maintain their foothold in the Indian market at the level which they currently have, or will we see a diminishing there? What will the other manufacturers do in response as well, and try and leap onto Royal Enfield and push them out of the market a little bit? What about the rest of the market? I've always said this about Royal Enfield. They're the most successful export from India in terms of motorcycles. And it does seem as if Triumph especially, they are really putting pressure on Royal Enfield. And I would say that they're going to get more success in the external markets, but a little bit of success in the Indian market, but it's the Europe and the United States. That's where Triumph are going to come out on top. Let us know your thoughts here in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. And I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. But are Triumph going to take over Royal Enfield's market share? I think they might. I think they might. Catch you again. Bye now.
RevelatorAlf.